Welcome to another episode of Core Top Tens. I'm Legacy.
And I'm Max.
I'm Bobby.
I'm Jay.
All right, so
Good night.
since it is Royal Rumble season, we are about to start our road to WrestleMania. We thought this year we are going to do favorite non-Royal Rumble matches, or non-Royal Rumble matches at the Royal Rumble.
There you go. It's a mouthful.
So we went through the list of any match, does not have to be main event, any match that took place during the Royal Rumble. Like usual, the rule is always you have to have watched the match in order to comment on it. You don't have to watch it live, but some point in your life you have to have watched this match. We had a total of 17 matches that made the list.
Oh, that's not many.
No, most of them were pretty straightforward. I also struggled because, like, Royal Rumble, I really mainly remember the Royal Rumble, and some of the matches I blanked on. And also something that was talked about, a lot of big stars, some of the biggest stars did not have great Royal Rumble matches. Like, unless they're in the Royal Rumble, their match ain't that great. That kind of made it harder. So, gentlemen, are we ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a total of 11 matches made on the list because there's a three-way tie at ninth place, coming in with 8 points. The first match we're going to talk about was actually a very recent match, happened actually last year, and had a very big moment at the very end of it. It was for the undisputed WWE title. It was the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns defeating Kevin Owens. It was voted on by two people, myself and D3.
The big reason wasn't for the ending, because that's an iconic ending of Sami Zayn finally realizing, coming to his senses.
That's going to be on video packages forever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a good match, too. You get Kevin Owens. He's a good wrestler, Roman Reigns. Some people try to say he's not a good worker. He's a good worker. There's no denying that. You got two good workers in there telling a captivating story, and then you end it with the Sami Zayn stuff. That's just a cherry on top. That's a chef's kiss.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the main reason I made it because of that moment at the end. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, it was good. It was a very good storyline that they were building to Sami Zayn splitting away from the bloodline. We knew it was eventually going to happen. And you might say, D3, him coming to his senses. I think it was Sami Zayn being corrupted by others.
I kind of realized if they had just smacked him in the face with a chair, we'd all be happy.
That's all he would have to do. We were all for it. I mean, it also is like, oh man, the bloodline's gonna betray you, but you're gonna join Kevin Owens, who's betrayed you like 3 times and is supposedly your best friend. I'm just one of this hypocrisy here that everybody keeps trying to push on.
I think it's Sting, Ric Flair, you know they're gonna betray you, but you just like the ride. You just want to enjoy the ride with them.
That's because Sting's an idiot and always trusts Ric Flair.
But that may be true as well.
If you want to hear opinions like that, watch the wrestling show, the Wrestling Rewind.
And we've already talked about how Sting's a moron early in '95.
Also, it kind of gave prelude to Jey Uso being the next one to kind of split away from the bloodline because if you remember, he didn't take part in it. He felt so conflicted. I mean, him and his brother were together, but he walks away.
That was a nice touch.
A lot of good storytelling. We knew it was building to that, but it built very well. Roman and the shot to the back, man. He's got to watch when he gives people chairs.
That's a weakness.
That's one of his weaknesses. Like Rollins did the same thing. Hit him right in the back.
Yeah, it's like Lesnar and groin kicks. You gotta be aware of your weakness.
Yeah, you give a chair to Solo, you better get behind him, make sure he doesn't also, get anything in his mind. All right, the next match was voted on by one person. Again, we're going to D3. It was for the WWE title. This match was actually kind of significant because it did help to really establish this superstar right before they were going into WrestleMania. It was an I Quit match. It was The Rock defeating Mick Foley in an I Quit match in 1999.
I'm surprised no one else voted for this.
It's a good match. The finish the finish works in the storyline, but couldn't rank it that high. I had 10 matches. I had a pretty solid. Once you hear them, I mean, you're gonna really like them.
Probably one of the more brutal I Quit matches you're gonna see. A lot of chair shots. Rock
actually brutalizes Mick Foley's skull.
Yeah, he didn't pull any punches. So that was brutal stuff.
Nah, I am glad that we don't do that anymore because you see all the shirts. I was like, "Oh, that's not good for your future." the match, you felt like that match was personal. You could feel like Rock clearly is not like Mick Foley. And yeah, they like the creative use of cheating by The Rock. And I was the thing, that's probably the best Rock Royal Rumble match. That wasn't the actual Royal Rumble itself.
Great work.
Yeah, I just like the brutality of it. And it was for an I Quit match. I thought it did everything it achieved.
I did love the visual of The Rock putting the mic to Foley's face and doing the eyebrow.
Yeah, that is funny.
I can't wait to get to that one in our rewatch.
Yeah, that's gonna be baller.
Now, was it like the following week when they realized The Rock cheated?
Yeah,
Or was it like a couple
they
weeks?
mention it. I can't remember when exactly, but it is brought up.
I believe it's on Raw.
But I know a lot of people tout this as a great match where kind of solidified Rock, helping to push Rock as a big personality, a big person.
I
in
also think it
WrestleMania.
worked really well pushing Mick Foley as a babyface too.
Mhm.
He takes that kind of beating and never quit. He never quit. The right kind of cheat to win. So, that really ups his value too. He's one tough SOB, even though everyone knew that.
Sure. Helps Rock look even more heel before, he was about to go out and face Stone Cold for the title.
And lose.
Yeah, and lose. It's what he does. What he does at WrestleMania when he faces Stone Cold for the title, he just loses. Our next match is going to be back from 2014. It is Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan.
Good match.
Jake and I were talking about this match a little bit earlier ago, and we just mentioned how every time Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan got in a ring together, it was always good work.
They had bangers together, but two Royal Rumble matches that are really good.
It's one of his best matches, and I'm a little biased. I am a big Bray Wyatt fan. I am dare to say that he passed away, but I think him and him and Daniel Bryan, they had chemistry. It's like a lot of some wrestlers don't got it. They got chemistry.
Well, and this one was good for Bray Wyatt at the time. I was happy with the winner they chose for this one because Bray Wyatt a lot of times had feuds. He would do all this talking and he would end up losing the feud. This one, he finally won a feud, so it felt like, okay, finally, they're taking this character seriously.
And this helped propel Bryan to his status that he achieved.
And I love the finish of him doing the Sister Abigail to the barricade and then bringing him back in, doing another one.
Daniel Bryan going to launch himself through the second rope. Oh, Wyatt caught him.
I think I would rank this as Bray Wyatt's best match.
Really?
One of the best.
Really? You want to put it as him versus Rollins, Hell in the Cell?
Sure.
Hell no.
Oh God, dude.
Or Orton matches, or any of his Orton matches.
See, that's the thing. You got two great wrestlers in Wyatt and Orton, no chemistry.
Well, it's not their fault. You saw what they made them do.
They've never actually had a chance.
Yeah. This match, the action was great. Not really many lull periods where you get bored watching. No, I think it was great from start to finish. The crowd was in it.
And it was, I believe it was the opener, so it said nice.
Yeah, I think it was the opener. This was needed so Bryan can move on, so he can get his WrestleMania moment. So he had to move on from the feud. So I think it achieved everything for both wrestlers.
All right. The next match we are having is going to be coming in 8th place. Happened for the World Heavyweight title. It was a story of David versus Goliath. It was The Undertaker taking on Rey Mysterio 20 times.
Man, so far, every single match I've had on my list. I know Jacob had on his list. I know Jacob did.
Yep.
Is this the one where he broke his order bone?
I believe so. Because he does get bloodied up in this match.
Which is just crazy that Rey Mysterio, of all people, the one that broke it.
Yeah, he talked about how he said he broke both order bones, one on each side. He did say the one from King Mabel was worse.
It's just, they did a good job of making it seem like Rey Mysterio had a shot against The Undertaker.
Oh yeah, it was a good back. Like you would think Undertaker could usually squash Rey Mysterio just due to the sheer size difference, but Rey Mysterio capitalized on some things. Chop Taker down.
He gets Rey Mysterio up in that last ride too.
And like I said, you got two all-time legends going at it, and it was just a beautiful sight. And this was definitely during Undertaker's best period of wrestling.
Yeah, the late 2000s. Yeah, good matches. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's not even that long of a match.
All right, we'll go into our next match coming in with 13 points. This was a match that had a big rivalry at that point between these two wrestlers. It was HBK versus The Undertaker in 1998.
Casket match.
First one I didn't have on my list.
Wow.
This is the one where Shawn Michaels gets that injury, his back injury from rolling over the casket. But it has a 6th spot where Undertaker does a jumping tombstone to Shawn Michaels into the casket. It's not the finish, but It looked pretty good.
The Undertaker steps over the top rope.
So you get that great visual that they play all the time. Shawn Michaels crawling away from the Undertaker, and Undertaker gets from the casket and drags him back into the casket.
And of course, I like the ending with Kane coming out, chokeslamming him into the casket, and then lighting it on fire, and then getting on a knee and throwing up the deuces. Goodbye, Undertaker. But no, the Undertaker comes back. Like always, still Kane's thunder. Kane should have been the main character, but that's fine.
Kane should have been champion for more than a day, but no. But it's an important match because after this, not too long after, like you said, Shawn Michaels is forced to take his hiatus until 2002.
I remember also they were talking about it, is that I think it was this match that they were saying, because I think after the screw job, people were worried that HBK or Shawn Michaels wouldn't drop the belt to Austin or something.
You get that story about the Undertaker taping his fist up. Undertaker claims it's true, and
Yeah.
I think Shawn Michaels has also said it was true.
And so there's stuff of Undertaker saying, like, look, if you're not going to drop it, Austin's taking the belt, so you can drop it to me, and then I'll drop it to him. But, like, you're not taking this title with you.
Jacob, I gotta be honest, your man's record here in casket matches isn't too good.
No, it's not. But as you see, it's always a lot of interference.
In fact, I feel like he gets buried every single time. I think he beat Mankind once.
Has he lost any of? Yeah, he beat Mankind.
I think he beat Mankind.
He still took a burial on that one. He still got buried. But yeah, this is a great casket match.
If you like the Attitude Era, this is must see.
All right. The next match we'll talk about is coming in with 14 points, voted on by the same two people. The next match we're going to talk about was a battle of two major technicians back in 2003. It was Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit for the WWE title.
This match is a technical masterpiece. This is one of the many matches that Meltzer is not giving 5 stars.
Because it wasn't a Tokyo Dome, brother.
Yeah.
I wanted to vote for this match. I felt icky putting Benoit on there.
Bro, it's hard. I didn't want to, but it's just you see this match and it's such perfection. It's hard not to.
And both wrestlers were very intense. A lot of times when you kind of have similar characters at that time, you don't really work well together. But this one kind of worked.
When we were
kids, not kind of, it did.
Yeah, when we were kids, I wanted Benoit to win so bad. I didn't like Kurt Angle for a little bit.
This is also Jacob Vitamin J's number 1, by the way.
Ooh, number 1 out the
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold.
You didn't sound too upset, man. I would have never known.
I'm not surprised. I was not surprised at all.